And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're
a
trying
look.
to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Objection hearsay. Oh my God, I don't navigate.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to get myself criminally in trouble. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. My mother died.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die.
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch.
Yeah. Turn it up to 6, baby. 'Cause that's your entire audience. Let's go. Vomit had a podcast called it Unwatchable. Kinda prophetic, unwatchable, unstoppable. 6 loyal fans in the comment zone and 39 bots when he really got going. He thought he was edgy, thought he was free, dropping gross pics saying you can't cancel me. But YouTube looked down from the cloud so high, said nah my dude, enjoy the goodbye. We told him don't post that, man. He said nah, I'm an artist you don't understand. We said yo, that's revenge corn, not content. Now he's offline crying in the comments. He fucked around and he found out. Now the unwatchable's been shut down. All his vids gone, didn't back a thing. Now he's screaming censorship to the void again. He's on Twitter blaming all his friends. Yo, my ex-friend did this, she planned the end. She wasn't even in town, my guy. She was busy living while you went bye-bye. Now he's posting screenshots like a crime scene board, trying to prove the mods were part of a horde. Broke your channel had 4 people live and 2 were lurking just to laugh and vibe. We said vomit, chill, just talk about food. But nah, he doubled down, got crude. You can't fight TOS with attitude. Now you're banned, dude. Congratulations, dude. He fucked around and he found out. Now he's banned and he's freaking out. Blaming mods, blaming fake, blaming cloud. But vomit, you fucked around and you found out. He fucked around and he found out. Now the unwatchable's been shut down. All his vids gone, didn't back a thing. Now he's screaming censorship to the void again. My videos are gone. Yeah, they were trash. My audience love me. All 6 in the chat. They're jealous, sure. Of what exactly? They took my art. Oh, it's pixel acne. Now he's screaming at clouds. Got nothing to show. Even his mom unsubscribed weeks ago. No backups, no plan, no cloud, just rage. Now he's writing manifestos on his MySpace page. Oh, he fucked around and he found out. Now the unwatchable's been wiped out. 6 fans crying, 39 bots, pal. Vomit, my man, you fucked around and found out. Next time, back up your phone. Next time, baby, just don't post porn. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
God, I love this song.
Turn it up to 6. You're all
Yeah,
welcome.
your entire audience.
That is funny. That always makes me laugh.
It always makes it. What a great song! It's just so good. It came out so good, and I just feel like I need to play it more often. Happy Monday, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to all of you. I hope you had a good day off. If you got a good day off, and if you didn't get a day off, well, then it starts right now. It's time to kick back, get your blankie, get cozy, get your tea, get your drink, whatever you got to get, because we're going to entertain you. It's going to be fun. we are going to do a Rumble exclusive tonight. If you've never joined us on Rumble, you're going to want to know how to do it. I am going to put the link in the chat, pin it to the top when we're ready to go. And if you're on the replay, it will be in the description. But tonight, folks, we will have the wise musings of the elderly. That's correct, which we can't miss because, you know, he's wise in all of his ways. Mr. Ray Bonecrusher has wise words for us. God, Tug, I was trying to figure out which one to watch because he's done several lives in the last couple of days. They're like they're almost 2 hours long. So we're gonna have to jump around. Do any of you out there know the best parts of these things? Because I'm gonna need that. So maybe somebody out there can look through the transcript and find me the funny stuff. Because he spends like so much time talking about what he's making for dinner.
I know. He'll pop up in the middle of it and he'll be like, you know, making some soup. Oh, it's good. And by the way, you know, about those guns, you only need one. It's like, wait a minute. He apparently got very butthurt about me calling that out, by the way.
Oh, really?
Well,
yeah. Why did he say it then? Is the question.
Well, he's like, oh, that's not what I wasn't a threat. I'm like, oh, it was very much a threat, you crazy bastard. You know, there's no way to read it. There's no other way. It's just nitpicking. Well, yeah, you know, going from talking to John Cook, then soup, then talking about making a line about how Jeremy Hales fixates on Lisa and Leslie, and then going straight into the thing. Yeah, that's how else do you read that?
Yeah, I thought it was weird. So, but before we do that, before we go to Rumble, we're going to hang out here for a bit on YouTube, and I need to get caught up on all the stuff I missed out on while I was napping this weekend. This is pretty much what I did all weekend was nap. And my oldest ended up in the ER. So that's 2 ER visits for us in 1 week. That's why I slept all weekend. I actually was going to take her, and at like the last minute, I begged my husband to take her because I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do another ER visit. I just can't. She's the one who ripped her ACL, and her toes were turning blue. And I was like, oh, that's not good. That's really not good. And now and of course it was a Saturday. So I couldn't call her doctor, you know, because it's a Saturday. These things always happen on the weekend when your only choice is to go to the ER for a very expensive bill. And it turned out she did not have a blood clot or anything scary. They think that it was just like possibly like underlying Raynaud's or something like that. But they did do all the stuff. Like they did all the ultrasounds and the blood flow testing and all of that. So she's fine. Her surgery is, I'm going to feel really good when the surgery is over. Yeah, she needs the leg warmers. Yes. I gave her a bunch of them, the ones that Brian sent me, the footless socks, as it were. But yeah, blue toes are never good, but she's okay. And I've got her on heating pads and stuff. And, you know, she's moving around more so that she'll be okay. No, her leg wasn't wrapped too tightly. It wasn't because it was in both feet. Oh my gosh, Flux, you have that. So do both of my girls. I'm telling you, we're related. It's so weird. All right. So she's doing fine and everything is fine. But that was 2 ER visits for me in a week. So I was sleeping all weekend, like literally asleep. I don't know. I think Tug, you tried to call me or text me or whatever, and I was totally not responding. Yeah, I was asleep for like the entire weekend. So what did I miss?
Though, get some sleep. You know, well, you miss Mod Wars. You miss Receipt Wars, which is fun.
Oh, that reminds me. So I was trying to catch up, and I was listening to you, right? And I was listening to Just Jay, and I was trying to catch up on what was going on. I swear to you, I will shut my YouTube channel down before I report on someone named Nine Chins. I have reached the end of the people I'm going to be reporting on. It ends with the Mod Squad. I don't know, man. I have nothing. I cannot do it. I can't do. I'm not stooping to the level of reporting on someone named Nine Chins.
Oh yeah, man. When they, remember, it's not about the people. It's about them eating each other.
I know.
It's
but
just
like,
amazing. Well, what's
oh,
amazing about
there's
it?
two branches off of this story now. It's like I have to keep track of all these other characters.
No. What you got to remember is, so the reason that name came up is because of the mod war. So, 2L put up this
The mod
post.
wars. It's like the War of the Roses.
It's amazing, because they have a lot of receipts. Like they can't, they can't stop these people. So, wait, it says what in the world? Oh, okay.
What?
The song was still up here. So even though it's not showing, I was like, why isn't it letting me post? It says there's more media. I was
Oh,
like,
that's
okay.
weird. Oh, let me.
So
take that
2L posted the reason that came up is because 2L posts this and gives people this idea that this is a message between former host plus Stacy, and they're, talking with Flutter Yo. I mean, when you read through this, which again, I'll put all this in context, but the reason the non-chin things come up is because this is not. In fact, this is between another mod and that Flutter. So well, that opens up the craziest stuff, because number one, she lied about it. She made it look like this was this was some drama dumping on her. Ray also gets involved, of course. I wonder if he's pulled this. Nope. Ray's in there, of course, because Ray's always kissing that butt. But on top of it, it also says that these mods, they're out like stabbing each other in the back, sending over private communications between one another when they think they're friends. they're trying to get leverage on each other. So, the 2L will, I don't know, grant them a better cult seating. I'm not sure.
I liked your comparison to the Game of Thrones. We talked about this. Yeah, we talked about that's why that blue bucket throne was created, was because back in the day when we were first discussing this ecosystem, we're like, there will come a day where they are all fighting for the same throne. They're gonna turn on each other.
Well, the Fastest started using that as their thumbnail, because I started using that short, where I'm sitting on the throne. And right after that, just a couple of days, they were like, oh, that's man, and started putting it on there. But I thought that was really funny because we always said they're competing for the blue bucket, the blue bucket throne. And now you got Queen Fat.
Why are they using your artwork?
Oh, they stole the idea. It's not I don't own the Game of Thrones.
Oh, they did their own. Okay.
Yeah. I'll show you. But what's really funny is so they have her sitting on the throne on all of them, which, like I said, is hilarious considering, like, we had always said they were competing for the freaking blue bucket throne.
God, why do they keep proving us right? It's so weird.
Well, it's almost like I see, look, here it is. Here's all their thumbnails. I didn't notice it first. I noticed it maybe 2 times ago, but look, they've been using it, and it was like, she's on the blue bucket throne.
Sure, I need to see this.
Here they are.
You have it? I want to see it.
I pull my screen up.
I don't see your screen. It's not shared. Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah, I was like, share it. That's what I'm saying. Look at all over here.
Oh my God. How is she this myopic? So now she's depicting herself as the queen on the throne.
Yeah, but and we always said there was a blue bucket down here they're sitting on.
She's gonna be deposed. She's gonna be deposed off of that thing. She's gonna be taken right off. I mean, they're all fighting for it.
They're
now.
all fighting for the throne, and it's hilarious. I've enjoyed watching them just all turn on each other. It's crazy.
I know, but I'm telling you, I refuse to get to know these people as
I know some of
as
them
any more characters. I just refuse. I flat out refuse. I'm not doing it. I will not. Man. I will never know who a person named Nine Chins is. I refuse.
Oh, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it when it becomes a contact sport. It's all, I don't care how low on the totem they go,
I do. I can't keep up.
Oh,
I can't
just remember,
keep up.
Well, the person depicted there, it's not a it's not a big deal on who they are anyway. It's just part of this weird
I
war.
enjoyed when you were like going over it and you're like, who's Marsha?
Yeah, I don't know who some of these people. I don't know,
I don't know
who's
who
this
any of
person
them
is?
are or what their petty fights are. But do they even remember what any of this was about in the first
Yeah,
place?
this is about scamming is what the allegation. So funny enough, the person that starts this out, this person right here, is alleging they didn't get all their stuff, and they post about $134 worth
I
of
love how Tug has all the tea. He's got all the tea. He's like, well, this person here ordered some stands.
Man, this has been I see, I love these little offshoots like this because again, I firmly believe, like watching this, that they treated this mod, we talked about this last week, that Flutter. They were using that person all the time for labor. They comped them a phone, which again, I've worked in many places where I've been comped a phone because it's part of my job. That's not
Yeah,
paid.
but you also
you
get
know?
paid.
Yeah.
Like that's just an expense. That's
Yeah.
not your payment. Like the idea of giving someone a phone bill to compensate them for all this free work they do for you is really shitty.
Well, and the crazy thing is, and this comes up in some of the screenshots and talking, is the way that all this happened. In fact, that conversation that gets dumped out there, it actually backs up some of the things that she was talking about. The way that it kicks off, which we'll talk about when we get there. That'll be the screenshot after that. But with this person was being called out as a liar. 2L was like, this person, they're a liar and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, I got all this stuff here and I didn't get my stuff. What's up? So they post a long post about it. And weirdly, I'm not sure how this happens, but for some reason to counter this, they 2L decides not to post just, hey, you got your stuff, but decides to go after the mods with that conversation. It's like, why would you go? But regardless, it doesn't matter. So she decides it's a good idea to attack the people that do the work, that have been, going through live streams for. When she says, oh, I go through the live streams, I collect everything. No, that was actually Stacy. That's the person that was doing all the dirty work for them, all the grunt work. And, I thought that's interesting too. 2L has said enough to potentially get Stacy like subpoenaed for court. I mean, that's she talked a little bit about it, but 2L running her mouth about her has said enough to really get her involved. One second, I got to write her. I'm going to mute 1 second.
No problem. Yeah, Just Jay is going to have an epic time coming up on his next show for his next flea cap. Because I hate to say it, I just went over and noticed that they're live and Gabe is eating on camera.
Oh yeah. They're doing some,
football thing.
Yeah, it's and the numbers really depict, like, again, it's under 200. So that's
right.
Really, that's their true number without crazy.
That's their true number without.
And there's still people over there. Well, it's not right on it because there's still people over there that'll watch and record and everything else. So I don't know how many are still doing that, but look how many it knocks off when people are like, oh my God, I just got to sit here and listen to this garbage.
I mean, but I can't believe they have a camera on Gabe while he's eating. Just Jay is going to have a field day with that.
Enjoy that, Jay. Gross. Listening to that, it's nasty. It is nasty.
Sure. Yeah, people are like texting me like, oh my God, they're eating chicken wings.
I don't know, listening to that. It's like, oh God, shoot me, please. I can't stand it. So anyway, they post this as a response. Again, they're calling out people that have bought their shit, and again, the people who also buy their stuff, like Flutter and freaking Stacy. These are people who, again, they did all their dirty work. They bought their stuff. But she's like, you told everyone, they're talking about the person who threw out that you paid $75 for plates and extras. That's untrue. Your post clearly shows I was correct. Then goes on about shipping. Now, the funny thing is, in clarifying this, it took me a minute, but at first 2L she had a pivot here, because at first she was saying this screenshot showcased the shipping. Why? Because it had a transactional fee on it. You know, because you use PayPal, you get a transactional fee. So she's like, this is the transactional fee. It's the
Like
shipping.
that's the shipping?
Yeah, that's what she was trying to say, but it's not. It's like a, you know,
No,
if somebody sends
you
you $140 on PayPal or something.
dollars.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
not shipping. You can't ship anything for
You've
$4.
been to the post office lately? You can't ship anything
Oh yeah,
for
I know, man. I
$4.
shipped a box that was half the size of something, you know, a glasses box, you know, glasses frame box would fit in, and it cost like $7 to ship that tiny little box. So anyway, though, now through this, while attacking, they decide that they are going to also, you know, again, dump these messages out. And the messages are kind of interesting, because you're like, oh, Stacy, you said this didn't happen on your live. Well, here you go. And this actually, funny enough, it backs up the mod story, which is they treated me like garbage, because you see through here, this is venting. So you have Flutter venting to this other person, Nonchins. That's why the name came up. So, you know, at first she's trying to make it look like this is Stacy plotting with her to you know, cause drama. No, it was actually her venting to a person she thought was her friend that turned around and fed it to the fats. So, but what's amazing here, so she's talking about it, and she's discussing what happened. I mean, essentially, her job is to figure out everything about an auction, you know, to write down the claims and everything. Well, all these people on panel, they're all yelling and doing some nonsense. And this person, whose job, again, it is to keep up, and they're doing a free job, posts in there, hey, only one person speak at a time, you know, so and call the claims, you know, that way I understand what's going on. Well, apparently they decided to start yelling at the person who asked for that, which, I mean, that's a legitimate grievance, you know, even if it isn't, there's a different way to handle this. It's not dumping out private messages between people and stabbing them, you know, not in the back, right in the front.
I also I heard Felisa bragging that she has trackers on emails. It's like, we've been telling you people this from the beginning. Like, don't buy stuff from there. If you buy stuff, she'll dox you. She's got
that's what
all
she's saying to all these people.
details.
She's telling you folks out there that she has your address and will dox you. Like, that's that is the message in all of that. I hope these people enjoy that, you know. Well, this stuff here ends up getting shared first. I'm just going to quickly bring this one up. It gets brought up in Mod Wars, and it's shared by Flutter Yo there. You can see sharing for a friend. So, okay, you can see shots fired. And then Stacy Nat talks about it, and then makes a longer post where they're like, oh, this is getting more fun. So you can see first, Nat is like, hey, receipts are a wonderful thing. 2L here has showed the smaller stuff, you know, that basically that woman who showed receipts, she got ripped off. So, you know, you haven't shown anything. you just lied, basically. But then she starts talking about the receipts here. So this is why, again, the 9chin thing comes up. I haven't refreshed it, so that's why it says 5 minutes. It's been sitting here all week.
Don't say 9 chins to me. That's where I draw the line.
Nope, it's right there.
No,
it's right there. Yep, it's right there twice.
No,
I'm gonna have to say it twice. Nope, up 3 times to you.
Shut up, 9 chins.
So since I don't think people actually 9 chins there, it's really messed up. Again, he fed private messages to the fats from his friends. I would never, it's not about, I don't want to mention I would never trust a person that would do that to me. Oh, you're my friend? Well, thank you. Because again, all these people think they're pals now. All it takes is one complaint, you know, one time and you are out the door. But she put, since I don't think people can see my responses to 2L's posts, which, yeah, because they're blocked, of course. They bragged about blocking them. You know, some people are like, oh, maybe it's approval of messaging. No, they bragged about blocking them. You know, they were like, these people, they let haters in the channel. When I'm on, they let people abuse me by asking questions. For real, she was throwing a fit about that. She said, I broke off from Stacy. The real reason I did it, wasn't because of all this. It was because she let people abuse me in her chat. She let people like that just Jay in.
Yeah, that
Just Jay's a
actually was
monster.
funny. I don't know how Jay gets away with it, but he really does. They all welcome him in. They let him be there, and they think he's just so.
Because he's funny.
If I showed up, it's an insta ban. But
Yeah.
Jay gets to go in there. He makes fun of them every single day, and they think he's friendly. It's hilarious.
Jay, well, only the ones that have any humor, because some of them don't like Jay, but
True.
like the Fats themselves would ban him in a heartbeat, but they
Right.
like the
But they
mods
never
have always
blame
let
him. They never blame him for the things he does. I always get blamed for everything he
Well,
does.
The mod, see, one thing that they are correct on, I'm not writing them by the way, when I'm talking about all this, I make something clear. I'm not writing them a blank check of forgiveness because, it's these two freaking, parties going after one another. These people were associated, and again, they weren't going through our live streams and earmarking them and stuff, to just have fun. Oh, they were hoping that the Fats could weaponize them and try to pull up some kind of lawsuit. So fuck all that. These aren't my pals in any way. Now when they see the light, if they want to talk about the person that's trying to ruin them, I'm all ears. But we are not pals for sure. But I've never pretended to be their pal either. Mr. Coop did say today, by the way, that he would be glad to talk to either Stacy, Flutter, whomever, and really get their side of things. Since the Fats have, taken and done what, 5 live? Well, they've done 4 main live streams, and then they've appeared in multiple other live streams talking shit about them so far. So it's
This is really funny. William Allen sent 5. Thank you for the 5, by the way. Says Felicia is also holding her enlarged, hardened black heart on her recent thumbnail.
yeah,
That's true. That's true. It's really funny.
That's true. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, she had to say that. Oh God, the arteries are so large. You could pass a truck through them. So she's trying to shake the Tonka truck out of it.
It's really funny.
But Stacy calls this out. She's like, since I don't think people can see my responses too well, here's what I wrote. First of all, talking about the order, that person did not get their order as the wrong size came in and she had to reorder. So she showed proof that she paid for them. So she paid $134 and got nothing. That's what they're saying. And again, I get one customer complaint. Hey man, I do comic books. Like we have problems, get stuff lost in the mail. I get it. But these are the same people that, again, memorial bench, $100,000.
We've heard from a lot of different people that stuff rocks they ordered didn't come in. This is not the first time.
Things they win, nothing comes in, it sounds like. So as for these messages she is showing, stating I was the first to talk on a live show about it, no, those messages, they're not mine. So that message thing that the Fat showed saying, I got you, Stacy. Yeah, it wasn't actually her messages at all. Again, she said, these are the messages between Nine Chins and Flood. As she was confiding in a friend. So again, this friend sells out this supposed friend for what? Well, maybe to get closer to the Blue Bucket throne. Amazing. So Blue is 9 Chins talking, saying Stacy was in the back room as we talked. Wyatt was Flutter saying, I know she'd pop in, meaning I was going on the 9 Chin show. So they had a show where they were doing, they were playing games like you had played a while back, and you said these people will try to emulate your stuff. Well, of course, they were trying to do that. And you had the Fats go on there, and yeah, they at first a lot of people thought they were bringing up flippers as a a shot at Jeremy in it, but it wasn't. It's a shot at these people here. So it was pretty funny. Again, they went on this show. They're supposed to be fun and games. They're all goofing off. But the Fats, all they keep going, anytime there's something mentioned, they'll be like, oh, is that a flipper? Is that a flipper too? Yeah. It's like this person's trying to just have some fun and they're ruining their shit. But they talk about the Nine Chins discussion there. There was nothing on there that there was nothing talked about on Nine Chins about any. She didn't talk about it, period. She was just barely on there, is what she's saying, because I had internet issues. But it wasn't her live. It wasn't her it wasn't her convo that was posted. And she tried to respond. And so did that lady that had the 134. But her posts won't show up either. Isn't that interesting? So Stacy tried to post with that. Again, making sure that the people understood how that played out, but of course not. Instead, you got people like Ray there, and then you have the lady that, again, $134, and she's like, all that stuff is wrong. Like, essentially, I bought certain things from you. You sent the wrong ones to me, and you never gave me my order. That's what she's talking about here.
That's a problem.
Yeah. But what you're learning from it is that the Fats, well, they definitely are curating that narrative and hardcore, because they do not want the wrong people speaking about it. They got the
unbelievable.
Oh yeah, and
I love it. I like the Mod Wars. But I'm just having a hard time keeping up personally. So I like to watch the overviews of what's happening. But speaking of stuff that's happening, did you get to watch Dee Spills the Tea and her interview with the person who donated $1,000 to the memorial bench that never was?
Oh, I have even more on that. I have the what do we call those? Oh yeah, receipts. I have the receipts for it. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Because I was thinking we would listen to some of that. And everyone, please do support Dee Spills the Tea. I don't want to play her entire thing. I just want to go over some of it. But I'm really interested in this, and I want you guys all to go over and give her a like. I actually haven't heard it yet. I've kind of was saving it for being able to go over it live. Here's the link. I'm throwing it in the chat. Please go over and save it, bookmark it to play later. I want you guys to give it a watch and also to subscribe. While we're talking about subscribing, by the way, I just hit 54,000 subscribers. I have been lingering. I've been like hovering right under 54,000 for a really long time, and we just hit it, I think, today. So I just want to say thanks to those of you who did subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, consider hitting that like button and the subscribe button, because the channel is steadily growing. Unlike what the haters like to say about how our channels are dying, that's not true. My channel's been on a steady incline for many years now, and you guys are part of that. And I want to say thank you for that. I appreciate you being here. I love getting online with you guys every night. Last week was really hard for me. I only ended up working one day last week, and I'm hoping this week will be better. And so I just want to say thanks for that, because that was the pickup I kind of needed this week. I felt bad for only being on once last week, and so anyway, it was nice to see that the channel is still growing despite me being absent. But we are definitely we're doing okay. Tug, did you cover the interview? Did you watch it already?
Oh, I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. Well,
yeah.
I don't want to make you guys redo it, but I just want to hear.
It's good, man. If you haven't seen it, I mean, here. Let me show you beforehand. Though. Let me show you these receipts, because I mean, actually, what's funny is there was a live stream right after all of this, and in the live stream, the Fat said things like, "This person, no one's ever written me and asked for proof. They've never done this. They've never done that." Well, yeah. So that person that's talking did actually make quite a few. Let's see. They make quite a few reports Give me 1 second here. You can see I clipped this myself. So this is the report. I just clipped the top and the bottom, because it has all those details on it. So I thought it would be easier.
Still
to,
loading for me. I don't know why. StreamYard's been weird today for me.
Weird for
I was
you.
on
I
earlier.
even had
I
the
did do a
loading problem.
members only. I did a members only earlier on YouTube and locals, but
Can you
then we
see it
got
now?
kicked off of
Wait,
YouTube. Yeah, I can see it now. I
Right,
got kicked off of YouTube for copyright, even though it was members only and I had the monetization turned off. So we had to go and watch our movie on locals, which was fun. We watched Brad and I watched Somewhere in Time with what's his name? Christopher Reeve. And so that's on locals. And I ended up opening it up to everybody. So if you go to my locals page, meganfox.locals.com, you can watch it with us. And it was hilarious. We had a good time.
Yeah, I was thinking
All
about
right.
doing, starting maybe in a week or so, doing like getting locals kicked back up and doing like movie watches or just something, fun, that
Yeah,
way.
you should. Locals is fun.
Yeah, I thought about doing that.
And they don't mess with you over there for copyright and stuff. So you can get away
Yeah,
with
so
more.
we
As
can watch a
far as,
movie. I would
yeah,
watch
you
an
can
actual
watch
movie
stuff.
with them,
Yeah. The only problem is now Netflix has done this thing, and so have all the streaming services where you can't share the screen anymore.
Yeah.
So you have to have the movie actually downloaded on your
Oh
computer.
yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. But you can do that on you can easily do it on locals. So we didn't have any trouble on locals. But man, YouTube's really ridiculous. I mean, Somewhere in Time is a super old movie. We're literally talking over the whole thing. It's not taking anything from that movie. And they just go so nuts. I couldn't even show a Roger Ebert or Siskel and Ebert review of it. It shut that down too, which is a video that literally is existing on YouTube, and that's allowed to exist, but I couldn't play it and talk about it. So whatever.
Well, you get a lot of fake copywriters hits too. So there will be,
True.
places that I believe are you talking about Somewhere in Time, the 80s movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that it's because of the music. I believe the music is
Probably.
under
It's
copyright by.
But it's Rachmaninoff. Like almost all.
Yeah, but
the
it's still
music is-
no. Well, the theme is John Barry, though. It's actually
Oh,
so
is
that
it?
would mean he falls under Universal. Yeah. Mhm.
Damn, that's probably
Yeah,
what it
that's
was.
probably what hit you is the Universal music.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
All right.
anyway.
So what is is this the report?
Yeah, this is the report. Now we'll get some receipts as well, as far as communications too. But this is the report. Where it's like, hey, a YouTuber whose channel name is, we'll just say 2L, did a crowdsourcing / fundraiser for many things. in
Many
20
things.
Yeah, that's the best way to go. Goes by Lisa Lee, aka Lisa Rapuzzi, aka Lisa Weeks, aka Lisa Lee Rapuzzi, aka just
Wow.
the AKAs. The amount of money collected during this time was in excess of 6 figures. To date, the money was not contracted out for what she collected it for. I donated $1,000 for memorial bench for the family. Now, there's something in the messages I found really sad on this, which I'll note when we get to it, but it's not in the interview, but you can see why they did it. But not her family, but in another family's name of Osteen. This was in February 2025. She promised to give updates of the progress of the memorial. The money's collected through crowdsourced fundraiser, $4,000. $1,000 was what I donated. She will not answer emails regarding the status to the individuals who gave. There's no transparency or accounting. Have you heard about the new dates, by the way? Supposedly, did you hear that this week? Okay, so apparently she put up a post that's supposedly from the family. Again, they're like, oh, we don't want to do it. We need more privacy now. We're not going to do it yet. So we're talking
you
now.
can't even
15.
show people a picture.
Yeah,
They
nothing.
paid for it,
Yeah,
man.
and they were promised. But on top of that, they said, oh, well, you know what? They were going to do it on January the 15th. I'm like, wait a minute. 15th? You're telling me 14 months and you think that's okay? That's a bunch of bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all deflection. They hope
I
it goes
can't
away.
believe that family is putting up with it. I can't believe they're not like, yeah, this
Their
was
name is
fair.
on it. I mean, I personally
They get the
wonder.
money?
I don't know. I mean, there's a liability component. If they know about it and nothing's done, that opens up liability. Because again, I'll show you like in the messages how their name is attached to it. They were told to send and then note it for the Osteen Memorial. So their name is definitely being utilized, but she won't answer emails for individuals. There's no transparency or accounting of any funds donated to her for any of the crowdsourcing/fundraising. She's currently involved in a federal lawsuit with damages being sought in the excess of $4 million. Notes the case there. She scams people out of their money. Nothing materializes for what you donate for. She will not acknowledge requests for the pictures of the memorial. Myself and many others were taken advantage of. I filed a police report, IC3 report, and with the Florida Attorney General's office. I want my money back. I would like for her to be investigated for fraud and scam.
Wouldn't we all?
Now they offered a few screenshots. I will pull them out. I'm just making sure it doesn't pull up anything. Sometimes it'll, even though you've got them marked out or anything, sometimes it'll pop up without the cuts on it, so always make sure it loads in. That's why I cut boxes instead of blacking out stuff, because sometimes the blackouts definitely will show up. But this, again, excuse the border. This is where I got lazy. I put it in paint while I was doing it live.
It's okay.
But
I'll just make the screen bigger.
You can see on January the 13th, they had written talking about giving money. And they were told, that's going to help a lot. Please writing them a check.
Was this a check?
Yeah, they're sending a check.
Oh my God.
Yep. I don't know where the person's from either, but if you're sending funds across state line, doesn't that add other problems?
Isn't that wire fraud?
I'm curious. But they make it out to 2 L's. In the memo, please put the Osteen Memorial. Then they give their address. Oh, you're too sweet. Thanks, hon. Okay. So this person was they were a believer at the time too. They definitely were. And you can see it in when they write these people. Yeah, like I said, I feel bad because these, especially folks like this, you can see where they end up getting scammed. So in February, 1 minute, here we are. I have to grab all of them in here. In February, they were asking them if you received a package and all of that, along with a card. Let me clear my throat. So they're writing a card about, the check. I'm not sure because they mentioned February. So I'm wondering if that's when the check lands, in February, because they mentioned it in their report. So this may be about that. That's why they get, we received it. Oh yeah, you're so sweet. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But she's like, I hope you like the card. Now they mentioned the card thing. I forgot to put address on it. And then they continue. And I thought this was sad here. They were like, hello, Lisa. Hope all is well with you. I wanted the donation part to stay between you and me and the family I'm donating to. Sorry I didn't email you faster, but I was tired last night. When it was all said and done, then you can say, I helped donate. Hope that's okay. I don't want any recognition for giving because like I said in the letter, it's personal to give back to a family for something I couldn't do for my own son.
Oh my.
Yeah. I was like, man, that's sad, because this person, they felt compelled enough to take out a loan.
Oh,
they were
no.
Yeah. It was $1,000 loan. They don't have the money.
$1,000 loan?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Folks, don't do that. Don't take out loans to give to YouTubers.
Well, they thought, I get why they, again, this is a problem. These people have weaponized other people's suffering and pain.
You have to be so careful who you give to when you're giving to charities. That's why you can go on government websites. They'll tell you like all the red flags to look for when you're looking for a legitimate charity to give your money to, you have to check certain things. And these two bitches would never pass.
No, we talked about that back when. And again, when we
Yeah.
say that, we're not saying I told you know that.
No,
there's
I know. I understand how you can be taken advantage of,
Yeah.
but I just going forward, please, everyone, be more careful. Be careful. Check into how to spot a legitimate charity. And it's definitely not a bunch of weirdos on YouTube having you send personal checks to them. Look, I have been in charge of fundraisers before for Mike Maricini. We're in the Laura Owens case. And what we did was we had him set up a GoFundMe that went directly to his bank, directly to Mike Maricini, so that everyone who gave to him could feel good that the money went straight to him. It never touched my hands. Not once did it come through me. That's how you do it. You don't take money for other people. You never do that.
Well, not just that. They also, so last night they said things like the memorial, you know, they never mentioned China, right? So props to everybody who pulled this up. I saw this, I clipped this with one of Melissa's posts, you know, because they said, again, they have never mentioned China. The bench wasn't coming from China. They didn't put a timeline, and here they are. Here's two different transcripts. No wonder they keep saying, by the way, that transcripts are illegal to look at because they don't want people going back and mentioning what they say. But you can see here they were telling people, you know, oh, you know, we got the deposit in because apparently it's coming from China. And then they talked about it. You know, they talked about the $1,000, you know, how they're covered. So there's the person's donation. And it's going to, they've literally gotten it. They're getting it done there. It's going to take 6 weeks to come from overseas.
Right. I remember that. 6 weeks. We were making fun of how it was on a slow boat.
Look at the date, though. Look at the date. It's January 2025.
Yep. Wow.
So we are talking about over a year just off of these conversations right here.
William Allen, thanks for the 10, says sending a check across state lines opens up federal mail fraud charges. It's the exact way the aerospace industry got busted up in the Silicon Valley just prior to the computer industry taking off. Yeah, it definitely has. There are issues. All right, I do want to watch a little bit of this.
Wait,
because,
we're not done with the receipts. We got to get one more.
Well, we got to hurry up because we only have an hour here, and I want to see some of the interview. Come on.
No, you need the receipts. The receipts are important. Why? Because they say that they don't exist. That's the problem. They're counter to what we're going to see is the fact they say that these receipts, they don't exist. There is no proof that anyone ever asked for any type of, you know, any type of anything. So here you see 2L writing this person, and they're like, hey, is there an issue? I'm being told that I'm not responding to you and that you took out a loan for the memorial. Can you please explain why I'm not being contacted about your concerns by you and someone else? I see you all the time in the chat. I've spoken about the memorial several times. You know, this is how their donors get. So this person says, you know, Lisa, you know, I hope you're having a great day. You know, and again, this is in September. You saw that on there, which they say doesn't exist. No contact in September. I am not in your chat all the time. I stop by, hit the thumbs up, listen, then I leave. Yeah, thanks for your quick response. I was just wondering, has the memorial been delivered? Will the ceremony only be for family members? And if so, can I at least see a picture of it? That's all I'm asking. I didn't make a video about it. I was ranting to a friend. So yet another friend sticks someone in the back. Isn't this the case in the ecosystem? They all report to Lisa.
Why do they all behave like this?
Yeah, because they're a bunch of like freaking, it's Mean Girl Drama Club, dude.
Good
you know,
Lord.
It's just really high stakes, a lot of cost addition. So they're like, you know, I tried not bothering you. I know you have a lot on your plate, blah, blah, blah. So even in September, the person's being told the families decided they want to keep it private after all the drama about the theft of the. So again, they blame Jeremy Hales in their communications with donors saying he stole something, which I think is useful also in a courtroom.
Yes.
They do not want Jeremy or his followers knowing anything or trying to ruin it any further. Again, we're talking 4 months ago, by the way, still nothing too. The bench is done and it will be installed right before being revealed. at that time is when we'll either go live or show the celebration of life, but only if the family approves it. So we will be able to show images of the bench, but again, only after they have shown it to the family.
Okay.
So again, they're told they're told no, they can't show anything. They're not going to show it to this person. So they denied this request ever existed.
We'll show pictures of the bench. Okay, so where is it?
Yeah, well, that's the kicker. Isn't this the perfect facade? Now, again, I wonder if it gets bad enough that they go to somewhere like Lowe's and pop off $149 bench or something, which is in itself going to be a problem because they're at $4,000 saying they set a price. Now, again, we don't know if they raised 8 or 10 or 12,000. We have no idea. They could raise freaking $80,000 for all I know, know, but they said it cost $4,000. So they better have I think that's one of the problems with damage control, because if they have to truly go in and damage control, they're going to have to show something, $4,000 worth of something out there.
I'm wondering, let's see, I'm going to ask Grok, can you find me a $4,000 memorial bench?
Yeah, I can find one. You want me to show you what some people were looking up? Again, I'm not saying what we paid for ours because that's part of the fun.
That's part of fun. We always
go look up stone hands. Look up ours. I'm curious and see how much one of those costs.
Oh, okay. A stone hand bench.
Yeah, just look it up. You'll find one like that.
Okay.
Oh, look when the pictures come up.
Chair. I guess it's not a bench. It's a chair.
Yeah,
is it a chair?
You'll see one come up like
there. It is. Okay.
Yeah. How much does one of those cost?
Well, they vary. It looks like, depending on what they're made out of.
Yeah.
There's one on eBay that's granite. That's $200.
No, the
that's
ones
gotta
that
be that's made out of something
the good
else.
one like these here.
Here's one for $700. It
if you
looks
go
like they're
again,
all over the
stone
place.
hand bench. All right, like the ones we've gotten, like those, like again where you're talking. Like, look how much some of those land in.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, indeed.
Wow,
they're not cheaply made.
There's a $4,000 bench right there.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that funny? So these people are, supposed to deliver a $4,000 bench. Well, what does a $4,000 bench look like? I don't know. I wonder. I wonder what one looks like indeed.
And ours is probably worth more than that because it's been specialty painted.
It's beautified. That's right.
It is beautiful.
They were, with their deflection.
Can we listen to some of this now? Are you good? Are we done with the receipts so I can listen to this interview?
Let me think.
Are there more receipts?
Let me here. Oh yeah, let me find one. I'm just.
Oh, you're screwing with me. Okay.
Oh wait, there is one more. Oh, actually, I forgot
is?
about this one. Yeah, let me show you this one right here. You ready for it?
Okay.
All right.
Is it wearing leg warmers?
No. This is a receipt. Give me a second. I gotta pull it.
Yeah,
up.
Sure it is. Sure.
It's a receipt. Look at that. Isn't that a memorial?
You're the pits. I have missed you.
I was just showing you the memorial. I know, man. It's been too long.
All right.
It would have been wearing. I wonder if I could put leg warmers on that while we're talking.
Was there one specific thing that stood out about 2L's story or goal that made you decide to donate to this memorial?
Yes, when she showed that video of JH taking the memorial, it hurt my feelings really bad because of the trauma that I ensued for the past 5 years. It took me to heart. I felt that what a shame that somebody would desecrate a memorial for a person that had passed away.
And how did that make you feel the way she portrayed it? Her portrayal of it was as if it was a matter of fact, and yes, it was Jeremy. Did you feel that she portrayed it in an accurate manner?
At the time, when I was watching the video, she stated that was JH. Now, being a little while, looking back at that video, you couldn't see who it was. It was a dark and desolate road, and all you could see was taillights and a figure. But I took it as true.
Okay. Was there something specific that appealed to you about her story? I mean, was it just that aspect of it, or was it any one thing in particular?
It was just that somebody took a memorial of somebody that lost somebody else. I didn't know the whole story, but I thought Lisa did. I was only going by her word.
Okay. And did you happen to do any type of research on 2Ls before you donated anything?
No, I was under the assumption that if we donated to the memorial, that she would be playing a video of where they placed the memorial, so that would be able to see what I purchased.
Steve, this is so funny. It was a dark and desolate road. The opening line of the Otter Creek Tourist Guide. Yes, we call it Dead Dog Road.
Indeed. Well, it's funny because the Fats came out and they talked about that. Like this part, they were like, the person said they couldn't be sure that Germ was still in the memorial. Yeah, they said all you could see was taillights and a person. You couldn't see Germ moving and shaking the thing, putting it in his truck, driving by Tina's house, making a left in his driveway or his license plate.
No, I didn't see any of that. I watched her video. It was taillights on a dark road.
Well, the funny thing about that too is if they had all of that, they would be showing that. It would be everywhere.
Yeah, are they holding on to it for some reason?
No, they don't have it. They've shown the video that they're talking about. They turn it into, they show it once, and then they create a myth about how it shows all this evidence, because hey, if you talk about something, you no longer have to prove it.
Of course. That's
right. That's one of those common deceptive
that this person just thought Lisa had the whole story, and so they just chose to believe her. And again, it's another lesson in not to do that. Don't just believe things that people are telling you. Look for the evidence yourself.
Right. And I know that you've sent numerous emails.
Yes, I've sent quite a few asking for at least a photo of the memorial that I helped purchase.
And what was the response that you received back?
The response was the family wants it private.
Okay, and then there was no other communication other than that? I mean, that was like the last communication you had with her?
Yes, that was the last communication I had with her.
Okay. And when you gave and everything was being hyped up about this memorial that was going to happen, was there anything that started make you question the true validity of this memorial ever appearing?
Yes. I was under the assumption that Tori would be coming back down to Florida so they could do this video in November.
Now, isn't that interesting?
My payment was the last payment for the
How
memorial.
How long has Tori been with Lisa now? 3 months at least? If that was part of the deal that Tori needed to be there, well, she's there now. Where the heck is the memorial?
One chunk. She said that's all we needed.
Okay, so your $1,000 solidified the purchase of that memorial, which has yet to appear.
Yes.
So, and did that make you feel that the wool was pulled over your eyes or anything like that when there was nothing? There was no more updates.
Yes, I feel like I got taken because I was under the assumption that I would at least see what I helped purchase.
Okay. And there was zero anything. There was nothing. There was nothing. Not even a hey guys, I'm going to show you something. So she never even showed a picture even during her live streams?
No.
So the communication that you had with 2L, all of this communication, so it started when you decided to donate, and the communication continued for how many months later?
I'm pretty sure my last one, the last one I wrote about the money was in February. And then I I'm pretty sure the last email that I wrote her was in September asking for a photo. That's when she wrote back that she was going to do the memorial video, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, well, now the family wants it private because they don't want it all over the internet.
All right, this is riveting stuff. I am definitely going to catch up on that on my own time. I realize a bunch of you who have already heard it, but that's like literally enough. That's all I need to hear at the moment. D spills the tea. Make sure you guys get over there. I'm glad that she got that interview. That was really.
He is only less than 200 subscribers off of 7,000. So.
Oh wow!
Really close,
Fantastic.
yeah. So I mean, again, if you have not subscribed, that would be very good to do.
Yeah, get on over there. I'm not muted. Chat, you're messing with me. I'm not muted. All right. So this guy. So speaking of dummies, not that we were. Look at this. This dude right here. He's angry with us, Tug.
Who's angry with? Oh, yeah.
He's angry with
That's what
us.
I heard.
He's very upset with us. And we have to go over to Rumble to hear how angry he is with us because, you know, he wanted to send a message. So obviously he wants us to watch this, right?
When is he not angry, though? I just think it's funny. Like, he's angry at us today. You know, he's going to be angry and screaming at the clouds tomorrow. What a crazy old bat. I mean, seriously.
And I have not watched this. I've only seen like snippets on Jay's show, but I hear, you know, it sounded hilarious at the time.
Yeah, I heard some, you know, and I was like, my God, what a nuts.
I've got a couple of super chats here to go through and before we go over to Rumble. And thank you, by the way, for supporting the show. I truly appreciate it. And please only send super chats or tips if you can afford it. Do not send me your ramen money. I only want your Starbucks money. Only something that you can do without. If you can't do without, you make sure that you are taking care of you and your family first. Ruth Mobley, thanks for the 20. I appreciate that. And Max Lab, thanks for being a member for 4 months. Says, hey, Megan and Tug, I got my fish today and posted a video of it. It's red, silver, and blue.
Good deal.
Well, congratulations. Sean Poe, member for 17 months, says, I'm registered on Rumble Premium. Can't change my nick. I'm Liberty Gal 911 over there. Well, good. I'll look for you when we head over there. Christine Blagg, thanks for the 2. Gang, whipping flippers. Lady Blue Hawaiian, member for 5 months, says, I didn't even know I was a member, LOL, or have I won a membership in the last 5 months? You may have.
You may have, yeah.
Ruth Mobley, thanks for gifting 5 memberships. Wow, welcome to the Fox Den, all 5 of you who got those memberships. I do apologize for the members-only debacle that happened on YouTube today. You can go and watch it for free at meganfox.locals.com. I opened it up to everyone because we had the issue with the YouTube members. So I didn't want my YouTube members to be locked out of the locals since I promised it. So that's going to stay up for everybody at this point. We'll have to figure out how to do members only on YouTube that they won't kick me off for. The Kiwi Crypt Keeper, thanks for the New Zealand 10, says, I figured I was spending too much on breadsticks, so I became a subscriber last month. Pension doesn't go far, but want to contribute what I can. Love the interaction between you both and keep it up. Will never feel obligated. Always take care of yourself first. And I appreciate the support. I really do. And Janice MB, member for 15 months, says, hey, just wanted to say for a $4 million budget, that was a shitty ending today. Also, bring Trunks back. Everything is shit today. Yes, we were, I was decrying how everything is shit now. And in those movies that, you know, the 1911s or whatever, there's like these beautiful leather trunks and everything is just beautiful. Everything today is plastic and shit, you know? And you're right, for a $4 million budget, you think they could have come up with a better ending. That ending was terrible. Brift 1859 or Brit, I don't know what, I'm reading that wrong. Member for 6 months. Greetings from Norway. This is so funny. Hope the surgery goes well. Yeah, me too. I'm just ready for it to be over at this point. Smitty, member for 5 months. Can't unsee Tug's puppies. Wish they were never mentioned. Oh no. Tizzy DeBounce gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome to the Fox Den, whoever got that. And thank you, Tizzy. And I enjoy your content. Rogue Pirate member for 10 months. Megan, simplify 9 chins. Call him the Rat.
That's true.
Emmy, thanks for the 5. Megan, iPhone users can't purchase memberships or gift memberships on your channel. Is there a way to fix this? Yes. You have to go to a browser and do it from there. So I think it's because you have to pay Apple.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a fee or something in order to Google, to have money sent to Google. So they don't allow it on apps. You have to do it on a browser. Georgia Ann 4402, thanks for the 5. Congrats on the 54K. Thank you so much. That was fun. And we read this one by William Allen, but thanks again for the $10. I really appreciate it. My wife's psychotic, thanks for the 5. I appreciate that. Christine Blagg, thanks to the 2. Oh, to be a fly on the wall during a forensic audit. No kidding. Fallen Hero 4567, thanks for the 2. Bye-bye. I will see you on Rumble. And we'll put the link up in just a minute. Lori Jane, thanks for the 2. Thanks for the heads up on Tusi TV. Isn't that a great channel? It really is. If you want to know what's going on with the Iranian Revolution, Tusi TV on YouTube is a great place to do that. One Old Saggy Guy, thanks for the Canadian 10. Lurker Fee, FU YouTube. Thank you very much. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Tug, don't forget about David. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that when we go over to Rumble, I promise. Suzanne 7IB, member for 12 months. Looking forward to Venom's Part 2. And Starchasm says, gang, gang, mods should get free membership. Just joking. I'm actually surprised mods don't get free membership. I feel like they should have that, but YouTube doesn't do that. Serenity Finch, thanks for being a member for 11 months. Keep ticking the haters off. It makes me laugh. And thanks for the entertainment. Oh, well, Ray's going to be big mad when we're done with him tonight. Lisa Patterson, thanks for the for being a member. Tug, don't forget to tell Megan about Only Me last night. Yes, we will do that over on Rumble.
We'll deep dive it tomorrow too, because I do not appreciate being freaking threatened.
Yeah, maybe we should save it for tomorrow. I did hear about it. I listened to your show, of course. So I heard when it happened, and I was laughing. Yeah. I am my favorites member for 11 months. Mods deserve free coffee once a week. That's true. I think they should get free coffee for life. Just saying. Nina, thanks for the 2. Tug's new co-host last night was awesome. Wait a minute. What? Oh, the baby.
No,
yes,
the other
little one.
Oh, you missed it all. You missed the other co-host part.
I did not. There was no other co-host. Stop lying to me.
Yeah, Jay came on for a little while. You didn't know that?
He did not.
Yes, he did. He came on, and everybody was like, "Man, Jay is really good. The dynamic, it's so witty and snappy and snazzy." So yeah,
That's it. Keep it up, and I'm going to replace you with Star. Star, be on call, Star, because he's starting to get on my nerves. As Shine, thanks for the 5. The puppies are mine. I sent a photo to Tug so he could show everyone here in chat. He also showed them to Bug.
Yeah, she loved it. She was really, she loved seeing them.
Aw. All right, let me check. We'll do super tips over on Rumble because you guys can keep sending super tips when we leave YouTube. You don't have to quit because super tips are open all night long. So we are going to go over to Rumble. We are about to make our Rumble transfer.
Somebody in the chat said that 9 Chinny Chin Chins is over whining into his little boss's freaking channel. He's giving them updates. Well, yeah. Hey, buddy, you know, it's awesome that you sold out your friends, man. I mean, that's pretty jacked up since you're listening.
All right, here is the Rumble link.
Under the bus, under the bus, under the bus.
Then I have to go over here and pin it. Let's see. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. And then I'm going to edit for the replay. All of you on the replay, just go to the description and get to the Rumble exclusive link and skip past to where we are. There we go. And just look for the Are You Ready to Rumble guy because he's coming up right about Well, not right now. As soon as I find him. Where's the Rumble guy? This is not the Rumble guy.
This is, in fact, a PR team.
The PR team.
You know?
Nope, that's not him either.
You know.
Is this the Rumble guy? Is this him?
You
No,
know.
that's just a really fat guy in handcuffs. That's also not the Rumble guy. All right, I found it. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready